It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Hello, everybody from around the world. This is SAMSON Li coming to you from Los Angeles, California. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm very excited today to share with you the amazing opportunity that's blazed across the world. Now, a little bit about my background. I have been an entrepreneur for more than 30 years. I've done real estate. I was in the furniture business. I used to have 3 stores. So I know retail, and also I was a professional auctioneer before. About 20 years ago, I got into an amazing industry, and I saw it just spread across the world. I was very excited. And in the past, you know, having helped companies build millions and millions of dollars in sales, it's been an amazing ride. And so today I want to share with you something that's so hot. And many of you, I know, have been invited on here to see the full-on presentation on what 3 this company is all about. So, you know, a little bit about 3 before there was 3. Well, you know, there's a group of entrepreneurs, about more than 40 people, who are seeking to build a global business. And they are from around the world. And together, you know, we found a man to start a company, 3, built this platform that's literally now in 15 countries around the world. So it's going to be a lot of fun within the next 30 minutes, okay? So, well, you know, 3, it's an entrepreneur movement. I think in business, you know, there is a shift in business where people are talking about not just money, but value. I mean, real value that we can give to the world, because at the end of the day, that's how business is. And entrepreneurs, we solve problems for profit. We find solution. We provide value. So our story, well, 3 is a global community of entrepreneurs who are driven by purpose, love, and contribution. I think in a way, I would coin it like a conscious entrepreneurship. Because if you think about it, look, most people get into what they do just maybe by going with the flow. But nowadays, look, if we do things intentionally, and I think a lot of people, especially after COVID, you know, they reprioritize many things in their life. And look, if time is limited, time is short, and more than ever, we realize that, well, everything should be done with intention. That's why we're purpose. But most people just go through life, and, you know, we're entrepreneur people, groups of people from around the world who have purpose. And why love? Love in terms of caring about community, caring about each other. It is very important. It's actually a very core tenet in how a good business should be done. And now, if you told me that maybe when I was in my furniture business or real estate business, I probably wouldn't understand it as much, you know. But it is about, you know, taking care of other people and being of service to other people, such as contribution, where you can pay it forward. And that's the idea behind three. Well, the management team is amazing. We found Daniel Piku in the fall of 2022. And he's quite a successful entrepreneur himself. He's made money selling real estate data. I mean, if you know his story and it's online, you know, he's literally from rags to riches, the American dream. But one thing about Daniel also, he is super smart, and we couldn't ask for any better a CEO. And also at the same time, he has a very, very big heart. Now, Dr. Dan Gubler, our chief scientific officer, is an incredible individual, incredible scientist, and you know, I love spending time with him because I like hearing him talking about the latest and greatest in health and how we eat, what we drink can affect our health, and as a matter of fact, I will tell you a little bit more about his resume later. Very impressive individual, and also we have Mr. Troy Moore, our COO, who's in charge of operations. Troy has worked with companies that are billions and billions of dollars and a global company. So he's a great guy to have to create and build the infrastructure. So three was founded on three pillars. One is people, number two is purpose, and number three is platform. So people are the greatest asset to any business. And I think, you know, it's often forgotten. And where three is, we want to put people at the very forefront. Second is purpose. Purpose, like I talk about, you know, when we build a global community that's focused on the well-being of everyone around us through connection and contribution, this is the purpose of the company. And of course, the platform. The platform literally is the company itself that built the infrastructure, how, you know, we push the business forward by using the platform. And we are, as a matter of fact, as people working the business, we are literally also a part of this platform. So our mission is to provide a platform so entrepreneurs can lead a life of purpose by inspiring others to do more, be more, and live more. You know, it's very simple. Look, if you ever ask yourself, what can I do more? How can I have a better life? How can I live more? And what about my family? Well, that's why three was formed, and this is our mission. And in very short time, in just 1 year, we are doing business in 15 markets around the world. So we are growing very fast, and this is only phase one. And I think, you know, for those of you who logged in earlier, we're playing the company video, the About Us video, and you can see what kind of people are in three. I mean, literally all sorts of people from all over the world. So we're a very diverse and innovative company. So now with any company, there has to be a competitive edge, and that's the science. So with Dr. Dan, he has helped us create the three pillars of our bioavailable wellness products. So in the science, first is exploration. So we're not just a marketing company. We're actually into research and development, trying to find new ingredients. And, you know, Dr. Dan's background, he's an expert in phytonutrients. So that's nutrients coming from plants. There's more than 650,000 species of plants in the world. So we research less than 5% of that. So it's a wild west out there. And the second way is curation in product is very important. And the reason is most company, anybody can open a nutritional company, start a nutraceutical company just by getting something off the shelf that some manufacturers made. But instead, all our products are finely formulated, well-sourced ingredients to create the best absorbable and most effective products possible. And through the science, so Dr. Dan is a specialist in absorption. So we literally use 12 different absorption techniques in our product because, you know, I still remember a few years ago, I was like watching TV and some doctors say, oh, supplements, they don't work. You know, why waste money? Well, what I found out was one of the reasons doctors have that opinion is because it's very hard to absorb. So, three, the edge, that's what we have, absorption. Now, here's Dr. Dan's resume. I'm not going to talk about everything, but he's an award-winning scientist in our industry. He's actually won the Visionary Award. He's consulted for pharmaceutical companies. He's a tenure professor at BYU Hawaii. He has such a resume. His PhD is in organic chemistry, and even got accepted to a college called Caltech in Pasadena, California, to do his training as a PhD. Literally, though, for people who know Caltech, it is literally the top scientific school in the U.S. So we are lucky to have him. And on top of that, I mean, if you want to get to know Dr. Dan a little bit better, he's very passionate about science because he knows through chemistry, he can really contribute something special to the world and to humanity. So every day he posts on TikTok and Instagram, educating people about food and nutrients and what it can do for us. So he has more than 140,000 followers on each of those platforms. Now, along with Dr. Dan, we have the Scientific Advisory Board. So, and we have, 8 other doctors here who contribute greatly in the discussion of the direction of the 3 signs with Dr. Dan. As I've been very fortunate to meet almost every one of these doctors face to face, and each of them specialize in a particular medical science. And they are actually coming from some of the best hospitals, such as the Mayo Clinic, or best medical schools, such as Johns Hopkins. So quite a few of them. And as a matter of fact, you know what? I got to travel recently with Dr. Jessica Bourdon, and I found out that as she was being introduced on stage, she was once, voted the best doctor in Texas. So I'm like, wow, these are really the best of the best. So we're very fortunate to have them. And by the way, they serve on the scientific advisory board for free, if you can imagine. So because either they got introduced to the products or, somebody refer them, and, they really want to, give their blessing and help educate people about the science and the product. So they really, do this out of their hearts, literally. We're very fortunate to have them. Now, we have 6 pillars of wellness in 3. So before we started 3 last year, we were talking about, well, what do people need nowadays? And this, of course, is post-pandemic. So we came out with 6 categories. And, Dr. Dan worked on them and created these amazing products. So I will go through all of them, but our products are really backed with science. And that's the reason why actually all 6 of our products are in the website called PDR.net. Now, PDR is known as Prescriber's Digital Reference. So it's a reference of most people know it's a reference of all the drugs that are out there, where doctors in the US can go research, what kind of medication is good for the patient. Well, there's only about 22, nutraceuticals in the PDR. All 6 of our products are in there. So we are definitely among an elite group of nutraceuticals. Now, I'll briefly go over each of these products, and they are amazing. And most of you have used them already. If not, try it. If not, you should try it because it literally is life-changing. So we started with Vitalite because one of the needs out there is proper nutrition. Now, I was joking, recently I was traveling. I was just giving an example. If you can imagine, you go to the grocery store today, let me ask you, are the tomatoes yellow, orange, or red, right? Now, I remember when I was growing up that the tomatoes were red. Nowadays, they're hard to find. So just from a little simple thing like that, nutrition is not the same in the food that we eat anymore. And same thing with the water and etc. So, this was formulated with Dr. Dan's help, where it literally contains every single vitamins, minerals, and enzyme that your body needs on a daily basis. Now, it doesn't have the calories, so you have to eat, but it promotes heart, brain, and eye health. It supports the health of the gut microbiome. There's more than 100 million probiotics in there. Also, the vitamins and the nutrients that's in Vitality, they're all natural. So there's a difference between natural and synthetic. Um, and so also in there is applied with absorption technology where the nutrients get inside our cells because it doesn't matter what you eat, it matters what your cells can absorb. So that actually we target a little organelle in the cell called mitochondria, where that is literally the power plant of your cell. And many people ask, after they get on the Vitality, hey, does it have caffeine? I said, no, no, no. It's just that the nutrients are getting inside the cell into the mitochondria where your cells are able to produce more energy, more ATP. So it's an amazing product, the Vitality. So now the next product we have is collagen. And skin is literally the biggest organ on our body. So it promotes vibrant and youthful looking skin, and it contains 5 grams of highly liposomal bioavailable marine collagen from the northern seas of Europe. Very pure. That's one of the best sources of collagen. Now, also, it contains many ingredients to tell our body to produce more collagen at the same time. Collagen is such a popular product now because people want healthy skin, hair, and nails, and also supports healthy immune response in joints. So there's a lot of things that the collagen does. Now, collagen, though, is a very big molecule, so we were able to micronize it and put it in a little lipid using liposome, and the absorption rate on this product is off the chart. Now, one of the most amazing product I love is the Eternal. So it contains 200 highly bioavailable, 200 milligrams of highly bioavailable resveratrol. So for those of you who don't know about resveratrol, in 2002, it was published by Harvard Medical School that resveratrol turns on a set of genes that slows aging. So look, it's like a 22-year-old research now, and it's pretty much established that it does that in the cell. So 200 milligram is amazing, amazing amount because, drinking red wine is good, but each bottle of red wine has only 1 to 2 milligrams each. And along with that, the Eternal also contain glutathione, which is a big, big deal because that's the mother of all antioxidants to fight aging. So when we're young, we produce it, but when we get older, we produce less and less. So, there are people actually doing $200 a week IV drips of glutathione, but we have it in Eternal. It has many other nutrients in there, but I like to call it the ultimate anti-aging product. Now, one of my favorite is Revive, which has the reason why it's yellow, it has a curcumin in it. Curcumin comes from the turmeric root, and most people are familiar with it because maybe they've eaten curry. Well, curcumin is known to support healthy inflammatory status. So now, but when you apply the absorption technology is such as the adjuvant and liposomal technology in the curcumin, you absorb it way, way, way better. So a lot of people like me, well, I used to be very athletic when I was younger, play a lot of volleyball and basketball. Well, when you get older, your joints get stiff or achy. There's a lot of discomfort. So this product has affected my life tremendously and many others. Now, Purify is a product that does what it says. It detoxes and cleanses our 5 organs, the liver, lungs, colon, kidney, and skin. So, and it supports the body's elimination of organs to remove toxins. So the reason why it's green, it has a chlorophyll, very similar to chlorophyll. It pulls the heavy metals out of our body. And that's just one of many amazing ingredients that's in the Purify. Now, the last product we have is Immune. I don't need to say much more, because after COVID, that is the number 1 issue. Nobody wants to get sick. So it's very important that we maintain our innate immune system, such as the microbiome in our gut, okay, but also support our adaptive immune system. Actually, we have it's patent pending where there's technology in there that stops the communication between bacteria and viruses. So This is a fantastic product. I do quite a bit of it when I travel, and many people do. Now, in terms of the technology, Dr. Dan sent all the products to a third-party lab to see what the absorption rate is, because all this technology doesn't mean anything unless it works. So they use an in vitro, a cacao-2 test, which is like the standard. What pharmaceutical companies use to test the absorption of drugs. We put it to a nutraceutical, and it's astounding. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, organic control, that is a typical multivitamin. The test simulates cellular absorption. And look, the lowest one even among the product is Revive, 30% absorption versus 10 in the organic control. That means 3 times more absorbable. And so 3x, right? And when you talk about Vitality and Mu 4x, when you talk about collagen, 73% better absorption than typical vitamin. That's huge. And purified. And that's 88%, and Eternal, 95% projected absorption rate. That is unheard of. I mean, I've been in the industry for 20 years. I've never seen anything like what is happening with 3. So on a product standpoint, we are very solid. And even more exciting, possibly, really what's going to be the trend coming down in the line in terms of health and wellness is the epigenetics. Epigenetics is the study of how your genes made out of your DNA influences your health, or how your body operates, how your cells operate. So Dr. Dan took 4 of our products, sent it to a lab in New Zealand, did the epigenetic study, and these 4 products are amazing. It clearly shows on a cellular level, on a gene level, modulating the gene up or down, that maintain better energy production, supports healthy inflammatory status, maintaining the antioxidant system, support healthy blood sugar level and blood insulin levels, promoting cognitive function. I never thought just taking, just normal product that your cognitive function can improve or be maintained to a very good degree on a cellular level. This is very, very exciting, and maybe who knows? Maybe 3 is going to go down the functional nutraceutical avenue, right? Now, the question is for all of you that, look, I already just mentioned to you the background of how 3 got started, where we come from, where we are today, and also the science, the competitive advantage. The question is, well, would you like to make money at it, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share the opportunity aspect. I hope none of you are allergic to money. I mean, for me, I've been a businessman for so many years, 30 plus years, and I'm in it, but at the end of the day, what I've learned in business is that when you have something of value, the people want it. It's just that they need to know about it, right? So the opportunity, well, let me tell you, we have a cutting edge financial rewards plan. But really, we don't work from home. We work from phone. So it's like a new generation of entrepreneurship. Mobile business connected to the world, unlimited growth potential, low risk, free from traditional headaches. So when you start your business with 3 for $30, you get your website, you get your back office, you're set to go. It's like a business in a box. The website's open 24/7, so people around the world can see what you have. And once people, if they can buy from your website, well, the company drop ships for you in 15 markets right now, North America and throughout Pacific Rim. So, and we're only in phase 1, right? So no employees, no rent, no traditional headaches. The company does all that. Daniel does all the investing. And we have a chance to really create a continuous income. So, well, we're literally in the business of sharing and promoting. I mean, nowadays, nobody wants to be sold to. So actually, the most simple way is to share from your heart. Tell people what you saw. You don't need to be afraid about it. If they like it or not, it's not really up to you. So you share the links, customer pay direct to 3, company drop ships product to their home office, so the company sells it to them. No need to stock up on goods or miscellaneous expenses such as wages, rent, low cash flow, arrange logistics. You don't have to do that. So we have multiple streams of income. The first is retail for North America and a few of our overseas markets. You can make 25% retail profit on there. For example, a box of Eternel is $135. You make 25% of that right away. So you do that for all the products. Now, if you have some friends and family, they want to be a preferred customer, it's like a membership. They pay membership, they get to buy wholesale, they become a preferred customer. So for $30, they do that. And then anytime they buy, you can get paid from a part of the sale. Every time automatically they offer. So you don't have to sell them anything. They like it, they reorder and over and over and over again. So another way is when you share the products and opportunity with somebody else, well, they might be interested in buying more than one product to try or maybe to build a business. So we asked Daniel, hey, can you give them a deal, if they buy more than one product? So the company put these packages together anywhere from 200, 600, 1360, or 2800 US dollar. And by doing that, if they buy that and let me tell you, it's 5 to 16% below wholesale price. So when they do that, you actually get a referral fee anywhere from 25, 100, 245, and $350. Also, along with that, you get what we call CV or points. Okay. So, well, we make money from customers. So a common way to earn points in traditional business is like airline miles, credit card, supermarkets, retail stores, members points reward program. So you get points anytime somebody buy things, right? And look, if you can imagine, this is global. So you can have access to the global markets wherever the company ships, connect to customer on our global platform, accumulate sales volume from around the world. And so it can be an ongoing income plan through customer activities. So one of the ways to make money, another way is the team commission. So you're going to build two communities. Anytime somebody buy or sell product, you get points. So when you get 300 points on one side, 600 on the other, you automatically make $35. For example, a box of Eternal, it's 135 retail, 110 wholesale, and then it's 60 points. So imagine if one community collectively orders 5 boxes, the other one ordered 10 boxes, that's 300, 600, you automatically make $35. Now, if you have 10 happy people using the product that you referred, well, you're going to up your $35 to $45, and we call that a cycle. So now the most you can make, of course, the company cannot pay everybody to infinity. The most you can make is cycle 600 times at $45 per cycle. So if you can imagine, how much money that is on a weekly basis. So if you have enough customers, if you have enough people, preferred customers or people just using the product over and over again, you could hit that, if you have enough people buying and selling those products, okay? So this business is very different. It's like as you go share with other people, each of those people in a traditional business, they have to work by themselves. Well, here we have a different kind of game plan. So let's say you refer two people, but they don't do anything, and you refer somebody else. The third person you have to put under them, and the same thing with the fourth and fifth and sixth person. Now, when the person at the bottom buys, for example, 900 points, everybody up the line gets 900 also. So that means the people at the top has very much incentive to help the people in their community to build the business. So teams can help each other develop. Volume can be shared with each other to achieve a win-win effect. Now, if that's not enough for you, we have more. Have you ever refer a friend to a job? What if every time they get paid, you get paid? Well, every time they get paid team commission for everybody that you refer, you can match their team commission 20%, if not 30%. So let's say you sponsor me, I'm your level 1. Anytime I make a $35 team commission, you have a chance to match me 20 or up to 30% for the happy 10. So, but what if this week I make $1,000 in team commission, for example, and you were able to match me 30%, the company pays me 1,000, the company will pay you 300. Now, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year down the road, what if I add another zero to that? if the company pays me that, you will match 30%. It can get substantial. The people that I refer, you don't know those people will be your level two. You can match them 15%. And the people that they refer, 10%. So level 4, 5, 6, and 7, also 5, 5, 5, 5% each. Now, I'm very practical. So I would say that most of the people, they would do some or nothing. So, but for sure, there'll be people driving the business like you and me, and you want to work to get up to the rank from 1 star to 7 stars to get those matching. Now, if you get to a 4 star and up, we call director, you get a chance to split 3% of global leadership pool, 3% of company CV every week. So it's a percentage of sales that you share. And now for limited time for the founders pool, I mean, to be a founder is a limited time. You get to share 2% of global founders pool. That's also a percentage of sales. Aside from that, people love vacation. So the company this year, they're rewarding the top ranked 6 star and up on a trip with the Ritz-Carlton luxury yacht. So people still have time to, run for it. It's not till September 15th this year. That's the deadline when you can achieve it. So if you get to 6 star and up, wow, luxury yacht experience in the Caribbean. For Asia Pacific, they're going to Fiji. So we have about a couple more weeks, 2, 3 more weeks to get this done, folks. Even if you join today, you have a chance to go to Fiji. If in the North America, we're going to Tulum, Mexico. So that's paradise right there. The water is so clear, you'll see your toes. You don't even need glasses to see your toes in the water. So the 3 ways to get started could be a retail, prefer, or brand ambassador, and you just choose a package that suits you. So the intro pack is Eternal Vitality Immune. The premium pack, if you would want to try for yourself all 6 products, this is a great pack to come in. And also for the business, if you join that $600 pack, you get 3-level matching for the first 4 weeks. Now, for the people that up the game to the business builder pack, 2 and 5 of each of the product, you can get 3-level matching for the first 12 weeks. Now, for the people who want to be a founder, remember that 2%? Well, we allotted the last round of global founders for all 15 markets at the same time. This is our last round of 30,000, so it's being sold out soon. I cannot tell you when, but it was announced in March. So, but this is how you get into the founder pool as a first step. If you have 5 happy customers every month, you get a piece of the 2% every week. So this is 79 of each product. You get 3-level matching for 12 weeks. You get 6 free products. 2 Revive, 2 Purify, 2 Vitality, and $100 token. You can buy more product with that. So this is a fantastic opportunity to get a piece of global sale, and it's limited. So now in business, it's important to get in early. The formulation stage, that's where we are. This is the curve that characterize a typical business where you start to formulate your business and you get some traction going to concentration. Where the most millionaires are made, they're in the momentum stage. So, with or without you, the business takes off and, the sales just shoot through the roof. Many companies that have been around 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they're in the stability stage. So single-digit growth or decline or more. So, that's the stability. Where we're at the formulation stage. We're at the right time, at the right place. And our business is really about connecting with people. So right now, I'd like to bring, a few of my friends on to share their experience with 3. Is that okay? So let me welcome to the Zoom first to share Z Black from Corona, California. Hello, how you doing, Z?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, great to have you. Thank you for taking your time, out of your busy day. I know you're running around doing so many things. Can you go ahead and share with the folks out there, your background and why you're in 3?
Yes, and I just want to say thank you to Samson because I wouldn't be here without you. It's just an honor to work with you. So my name is Z. I'm from Southern California, and I met Samson a little over 20 years ago when he was working at the auto auction, and I had my own car dealership. He was a great friend then, and I've got to watch him grow into an amazing leader with such a huge heart. So, being in traditional business, it takes a lot of time, work, and money. And it took me a long time to realize that I was trading my time for money. And when he came to me in 2009 with a similar opportunity, I wasn't open to it. Then I watched him become super successful. And in just a few years, I just felt like I missed the boat. So when he came to me a little over a year ago and he asked me if I was in or out, I said, I'm in. I just watched you do it. So I know I can do it if you show me how. About 10 years ago, I started working with a cardiologist at Cedars-Sinai, and we recommended supplements to our patients. But I have never seen another company with the credibility or the scientific studies on their products like 3. And I suffered from insomnia. Every day I was just so tired. It was hard to pay attention, hard to get work done. And after being on the Vitality, I no longer am tired throughout the whole day. I can think clear, and I have, the energy to last me through the whole evening. And then with the Purify, I don't have the bloating at night. So I absolutely love that. And I personally have seen people's lives and health being changed in such a way that I just feel like it's a responsibility I have now to share with everyone. With 100% of every single person I've asked, they either know somebody who wants better health or they know somebody who has a health issue. And almost every single person I've met would like some kind of an extra income. So if this could be an avenue to help someone you know yourself, why not take a chance? There's just no other business model out there quite like this, where you can be in business for yourself, work from anywhere in the world, get endless training from top leaders all over, and not have the traditional business overhead and the headache. So if it's hard to understand at first, please ask your friend to explain it to you because it will be well worth it. I was able to watch Kim and Samson build the company to billions of dollars in over 150 countries. I know they'll do it again. And having that opportunity right now to be a part of something at the beginning is really something special. So I challenge you to think about, what would it cost you to do nothing? A lot of people don't think about the cost of inaction. What would it cost you to leave your life exactly the way it is? Because I guarantee that someone you know right now will eventually hear about 3 or the products or the opportunity from someone else. Why not from you?
Thank you, Z. Wow, that's right, Anyway, we've known each other for so long, and I'm glad you're not missing the boat this time. We're gonna build it big.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Z. Thank you. Thank you. So from California, we're gonna bounce all the way to Dallas, Texas. Please welcome to the Zoom, Amber Blount. How are you, Amber?
I'm good. How are you?
Great to see your 18-year-old self. So great
I
to have
wish.
you.
I wish.
Yeah. So can you share with the folks out there your background and why you're in 3?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a wife. I've married my high school sweetheart, and we have 2 beautiful daughters. They're 16 and 10, and they keep us on our toes with their dynamics. I am also a part-time admin and a director of communication for a small local church. And I did join 3 in January after my husband and I had just like these crazy, amazing results using Immune and Eternal. But I would say like the biggest wow moment that keeps driving me in this business and keeps me focused. My mom, we don't like to see our parents, get older. It's so hard to see them when they're struggling. But my mom had a spinal fusion done 4 years ago. And unfortunately, it didn't fix her problem. It actually made things worse. She ended up with drop foot and numbness in her leg and just really struggled standing for long periods, sitting for long periods. I mean, it just affected every part of her life. And just the pain just never, it was not alleviated. And so around March, I called her up and I was like, Mom, you've got to just try. You've got to get Revive. Just try it. You got nothing else to lose. You've been to all of these doctors. You might as well just add this in and just see what happens. And so she did. And within that first week, she said that she's sleeping better. She had swelling in her leg at the end of her days, and the swelling wasn't there, and her pain was starting to alleviate. Well, she came up for my birthday weekend, and I was a little nervous because we had a lot going on and there was a lot planned. But that woman was able to walk. She was able to participate in everything. And when I say we had a busy day, we had a busy day from sunup till way past sundown. And she didn't skip a beat. And that is my mom. Like, that is who my mom is. She is up before the sun and she is in bed after, and she is constantly on the go. So seeing her the last 4 years being just held back the way she has been heartbreaking. But now seeing her on this side of it is just truly incredible. And let me just share this. The biggest cherry on top of all of this, we just went with her on a 5-day cruise to Mexico, and she did amazing. She was able to enjoy her vacation, and we made memories as a family together, and it was just truly incredible. And so, again, that just gives me more motivation to get these products out there because everybody deserves to be able to have something that just helps them get through their days. And that's exactly what 3 has done. And we are so blessed and so thankful. And I have so many more stories, but this has been the biggest one by far that has just really just taken me back.
Amazing. I mean, oh
It is.
man, it really touches my heart. I'm sure many people out there, just a simple business
So
where
simple.
just cutting edge product, the science, and maybe I'm gonna show this to Dr. Dan to let him know because
Oh,
really is touching people's hearts and
mhm.
lives. I mean, 5 days on a cruise and wonderful. So happy to hear. That's amazing. So happy for you.
Amazing. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. The last person I'd like to bring on is a good friend, and she's worked hard, and she's achieved the rank of 4-star director at 3. The beautiful 18-year-old Julianne Langerstrom. How are you, Julianne?
I'm doing fantastic, Samson, and thank you so much. I'm honored to be on here. I'll just share really quickly my background and my story. I was in corporate America years ago. I was actually in pharmaceutical sales, doctor's daughter, and I was the breadwinner. And I really wanted more freedom and flexibility. We were starting to have a family, and I felt really trapped. And a friend showed me a social selling company. And I thought, this is definitely not for me. There were so many things about it that made me uncomfortable. And what was amazing is that once I learned a bit about it and understood what it was and what it wasn't, and I thought, oh my goodness, I had no idea the power behind companies like this. And so fast forward, I did do that. I worked my way out of corporate America really quickly. Then last year, I actually have a friend who mentor somebody that I've known in the industry, and I'd been really successful at a few other companies, and he was like, "I have something for you. There's something really amazing being put together, and I think you want to be a part of it." And I will tell you, this was for me personally like stars aligning. I really thought that maybe I was kind of done. But when I heard about what was happening with 3, the people who came together, the leadership, the Kim Wee, the other leaders like you, Samson, Daniel Piku, the CEO. I mean, it was like if I could have put my wish list together, it was the type of people that I would want to work with. And then came along when I learned about the products and what they were, because it really spoke to me. I've been in health and wellness, but proactive wellness is really where it's at. And it really is about absorption. And I have a personal story of my teenage son. Well, actually, he's 20. He's not teenage anymore. He's 20. We went through a really, really difficult time with his health. And all sorts of doctors doing all sorts of things, so many different supplements and so many different things. And when I looked at the 3 products, I could not believe the ingredients. I could not believe that everything seemed to have what, like all these different things that my son had been taking at different times or whatever. It was all in this simple 6-product system. And the fact that he felt such a difference, but I felt a difference in taking these products, and I take good care of myself. And I thought, you've got to be kidding me, because not only everyone is looking for better health, but people want better health and better wealth. And to be involved at a company in a company like this at the beginning stages is the most exciting thing I've ever been a part of, ever. And I just want to encourage you. This is a chance of a lifetime. And I'm not trying to just, blow smoke and whatever. I've been in this industry for 19 years. I've never seen anything like this. And this is the real deal. And so I love what Z said. Like, somebody is going to talk to the people that you know. And is it going to be you? Or is it going to be somebody else? I just had a situation happen today where I'm like, oh my word, that's crazy. And it was halfway around the world in Indonesia. So I just want to say, I love that we are a movement. We are a movement about caring about people. This is about people and connection and living your best life and all of the areas of your life that are the most important. So thank you so much for inviting me to be on and to share. And I'm just so honored to be a part of this.
Well, thank you, Julianne. We're lucky to have you. You come from such a professional background, and yet so many years in this industry, so you know what you're talking about. At this moment, I'd like to welcome back Amber and Z, so we can send everybody off. Thank you so much for each one of you amazing ladies for sharing, and a lot of business sense, a lot of things that touch people's heart, with what happened with your stories, etc. So we wish everybody out there, if I were you, get back with the person, put you on the call right away. Timing is everything. So don't wait. So get started and let us know. We'll see you on the next Zoom. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Great day. Take care. Bye-bye now.